Hey guys, Beast here bringing you some Team Deathmatch gameplay on the map Airfield using the Mosin Nagant here with no attachment actually. And I am the original no-scoper. I know Wings of Redemption called these things no-scoped rifles all the time, and I think that's the right way to look at it. No-scoping is not just firing from the hip and getting lucky. No-scoping is being skilled enough to use a rifle with less damage and be accurate enough to hit a target in the upper chest every time. That's what I'm doing here. If you didn't know, in World at War, when you put a sniper scope on a rifle, it actually increased the damage from 50 to 70 for whatever reason. So you did less damage if you had the sniper scope equipped. And that means the Juggernaut's going to be your bane, and as well as you're going to have to use stopping power pretty much, no matter what the situation is. But anyways, this weapon with stopping power and no scope is actually very powerful. All the bolt action rifles do the same damage in this game, except for the PTRS, which can't be unscoped, so it does a constant 70 damage. So this is doing 50 damage across all ranges, which means with stopping power that bumps it up to about 75 damage, and it has some pretty good body multipliers, so you're able to get a good amount of one-shot kills, and that's a good thing. It allows the no-scoped rifles to have a place, except it's just as a novelty weapon. Like sometimes the LMGs and like Modern Warfare 3 are just novelties. I mean, really, who wants to use a L86 when I can use an ACR that does the exact same thing, pretty much, and runs faster? But yeah, the no-scoped rifles in this game are a lot of fun to run around with, and if you're skilled enough with them, you can pick off some pretty nice gameplays, which I do in this game. Now, for the no-scope rifles, one of the things you're going to have to learn to do is work with the iron sights. Most no-scope rifles have terrible iron sights. The Springfield comes to mind. It might look at first glance that it's a great iron sight, but the problem is that the actual where the bullet goes is in between the two horizontal lines there, and not the tip of the iron sight. So you're going to have to aim with the horizontal lines of the Springfield. Wings Redemption has a video of that as well. So that makes that one a very, very difficult to aim. The second rifle you have, the Arasaka, is somewhat better, but its iron sights are very small and hard to aim through, and they're very cluttered in my opinion. So I don't like that one for the no-scoped rifle. But next you have the Mosin Nagant, which is this one here, which is okay. The only issue with it is that it has a very, very annoying ghost ring on it. But if you do aim up the post in the center of the rifle, then you will get a one-shot kill most of the time. I think that the best no-scoped rifle in this game is the Kar98K, simply because it not only cycles faster than the Mosin Nagant, I think it has a 66 rounds per minute, while the Mosin Nagant has 60 rounds per minute, and it has probably the best iron sights of any weapon in the entire game. It's very clean and clear, just like the Kar98 has always been. If you played any of the World War II Call of Duties, you know what I'm talking about. The Kar98K has some of the best iron sights that Call of Duty's ever seen. Now, as far as attachments go, if you're using the bolt action rifle, you definitely, if you have it unlocked, you want to be using the rifle grenade. I know a lot of people call it, oh, that's not fair, using a noob tube. But when you're using a bolt action rifle, you really have very few advantages over any other weapon class. Like, for instance, if I were to use the sniper scope, I can consistently get a one-shot kill, even to your lower chest. But with the no-scope rifle, I have to hit you in the neck and upper chest, neck, and head. So that alone is a very bad thing. And if you use Juggernaut against my no-scoped rifle, you could survive a hit anywhere on the body. So I'd say that without the sniper scope, the rifle grenade is the way to go. The bayonet is fun to use and it's okay, but overall I'd say that the bayonet is a waste of an attachment when you got such good things as the rifle grenade, which you get two of and they explode pretty well. I mean, they're kind of like a COD 4 noob tube and what they do, but they're a little bit more powerful, and I think that's a good thing. They need to have some advantages over the semi-auto rifles in this game. Now, in this game, I believe I'm using the perks Bouncing Betty's time. No, excuse me. I'm using Bomb Squad, Stopping Power, and Martyrdom. Yeah, I know, Martyrdom, whatever, but you need every close range advantage you can get with the bolt action rifles, and that leads to having good awareness, which means it makes Dead Silence a good choice, but I don't have that unlocked. Bomb Squad's also a very good choice. Lets you know where they are, so you can shoot them through walls with the high power penetration power of the bolt action rifles. And you also need the close range advantage after you die, because you're not going to get any kills in close range with this weapon whatsoever. You're lucky to get a headshot up to at 10 feet, because that's how hard this thing is to aim. And that's an okay thing. I don't mind it being difficult to aim. I pick up an STG here, and if you find an automatic weapon lying on the ground, you definitely want to pick it up if you're using a bolt action rifle. While the bolt action rifles are fun to use, they're definitely not a reliable weapon up close, or even at medium range. They're not super reliable, so the sooner you pick up a better weapon, the better. Now, the STG is an excellent weapon to pick up as a backup for this, simply because the STG is a very, very powerful assault rifle in this game, and it's the only fully automatic assault rifle, so I don't have to worry about pulling the trigger each shot. I can just lay down the fire at them, and that ends up working really well. I can switch my bolt action rifle for long range shots, and I can use my STG for what it's meant for, close to medium range engagements. Unfortunately, I think I get grenaded out of here in a second, so, you know, that's people's default response when you start pushing them and getting them in a spawn trap, is they like to grenade you, so there isn't too much you can do in that situation, but you move on. This map is one of my personal favorites in all of Call of Duty. I find that it has very, very, very good balance, especially in the war game mode. You can be very, very effective with a bolt action rifle on this in the war game mode, because a lot of people like to sit up in the windows, and I have a clip of me actually pulling off 4 headshots in a row with the Springfield on this map on the start of war game, and then the host rage quits. But if you guys like to see that, leave a comment or whatnot, because it's a cool clip, but it's only 20 seconds long. But overall, the bolt action rifles are a fun experience, and they do tend themselves to a more defensive style of gameplay. They are effective when rushing, as you can see here. I'm sort of rushing here, but you want to generally get out of there as soon as possible, because you're just going to end up getting destroyed. I'm actually very lucky to get out of a situation. Usually with a bolt action rifle, you're not going to find your way out of that. But with a little bit of precise aiming, you can be very, very effective with the bolt action rifles. They're comparable to something like a FAMAS or an M16, in that they require a lot of skill to use, and that they don't have a sniper scope, so you can't aim very, very precise. So you have to be very, very careful. Oh, I destroyed this MP40 noob. But you have to be very, very careful to line up your shots accurately, or you will just get demolished by anybody and everybody who's using a fully automatic weapon. Like I said, the Juggernaut MP40s are going to be your bane, so you're going to want to learn how to switch to your pistol when it comes down to it. I like to use the M1911 most of the time, but the Tokarev TT19 or whatever that gun is very, very good as well. It has the lowest recoil of all the pistols, and that makes it an excellent choice. And all the pistols do the same damage except for the 357 Magnum. So overall, I'd say the Tokarev is probably your best bet if you don't have the Magnum unlocked, which I don't have right now. Yeah, if you could switch your pistol at the right time, you can be very, very deadly with this class, and there's very little that can stand up to you. Pistol whipping is a very important skill in this game, more so than any other game. Get my 10 kill streak there, and I think I get destroyed by towards the end here by a guy with a MP40. But if you can pistol whip in this game, you can pretty much defeat anybody at close quarters. Even a Jug MP40 will have a hard time killing you. As you can see right there, the MP40 is not all powerful in this game, but it does have many, many advantages that the bolt action rifles do not. Most important of which is the ability to spam from the hip, which the bolt action rifles do terrible at. But anyways, guys, this gameplay is winding down. There's like 5 kills left in the game. I think I pick up 1 or 2 more, and overall, if you want to have fun in a game, the bolt action rifles are the way to do it. They're not a reliable source of kills. I mean, they're more of just a run around, let's have fun with this thing type of weapon. But if you can be accurate, they actually can kill out to a pretty good distance, and they will kill your targets every single time. But anyways, guys, Angry Beats, and I'm signing out, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.